Hi, everyone. It's Jaylin with Crafted Girl Creations, and I'm coming to you from Cold Spring, Kentucky. That is actually in northern Kentucky. There's three little counties that make up the very top of that part of Kentucky, and we are just over the border from Cincinnati, Ohio. So I usually can hear the Cincinnati Reds Stadium fireworks. So from my house, from my front porch, that's really cool. We get to see the flyovers and stuff. But today I wanted to focus a little more on spring and really just stay extremely positive. Right now we're living in a world that social media rules the rules of the road kind of thing, and people can be whatever they want, behind their screens. And so there's a lot of times things get very ugly and people aren't as kind as what I remember people being. So, I want to focus my channel on just making everyone feel welcome and that you have a place in this world no matter who you are. And, cards making cards and, preserving your memories, is a great way to do that. And it's also benefits your mental health wise too. I am reaching for some cardstock because I thought that we would do a card that ironically, I had already planned and saw somebody in my upline do as well. God bless my sweet Mary, my friend Mary, and she did a card that's very similar to the one we're going to do today. But I am going to show you a couple things that she did because I just thought it was a great card. So I'm going to show you what I did, what we're going to do today, and then we'll see that card as we complete it. But then I want to kind of tell you what she did too, and it's just as an extra little helpful tip for you today. So we are going to use Pretty in Pink. Now, Pretty in Pink is one of the in colors from 2024. It will go through 2026, but it will end prior to the annual catalog that comes out. I believe first day it's able to be purchased is at the end of or at the beginning of June. So we've only got a couple months left. So any of the like the Shy Shamrock that we used, Petunia Pop, let me see here, Peach Pie, all these colors are great to use for spring and our spring cards, but remember they are going to be limited. When they're done, they're done. They're not going to bring them back, not anytime soon. So if you are fans of any of these, in fact, let me just pull them out. The ones I have out here, and I know I'm missing one. Let me get my catalog here so I can. Well, let's see, where's my catalog? I usually keep one pretty handy. I must have taken it out in my living room. But so I know that Shy Shamrock, these four are four of the five. Shy Shamrock, Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, and Peach Pie. Great, great spring colors. So, but they're going to be leaving soon. So, don't wait till the last minute. A lot of people do that and then they get their favorite color taken away from them because it was an in color. So, with that, I am going to switch over my camera and we're going to take this step by step today. Remember, it's Tune In Tuesday for simple cards. And let's go ahead and get you set up over here. There we go. All right. So, and I've got my information over here to the side. JaylinWinel.stampinup.net. That's just where you go to shop with me. And a new thing, before we do this, let me come back here. I have done something so that you could always find me no matter what. I have purchased my own domain name. So if you ever want anything to see anything I'm doing, I'm in the process of creating a website. But right now I do have the domain purchased and have it rerouted to my Facebook Live or my Facebook page, group page. And that is Crafty Girl Creations, as you know. So, but if you can't remember that, or if anything, you could look up www.jalenweinel.com. And I know everybody's like, okay, how do you spell Weinel? I am going to post this information a little bit later today, and it's going to be, but it's always JAYELYNNWEINEL, jalenweinel.com. And I've also purchased Crafty Girl Creations as well. Crafty Girl, GURL, creations.com. So you will always be able to find me no matter what crafty thing we're up to. Now I can get up to some pretty crafty stuff. So, all right, with that said, let me switch back over. There we go. And I'm also probably, I think I'm going to use I think we're probably going to use You Are On My Mind today from the Fabulous Sayings stamp set for our sentiment. Or sending love, or you can do anything. This is a fabulous, no wonder they called it Fabulous Sayings. Duh. But it really is a pretty fabulous group of sentiments. You can, thank you. Everything you need in here, most of your really good ones, there are simply no words for this. So a condolence card. It has a very big variety just because. So you could still get this as far as I know. It has not ran out. It was our December product of the month, and it will be available when you purchase a $75 order through me. You will have the option to purchase this and for $5. So it's a steal. So that one is still available as far as I know. It was when I looked at it last. Okay, so we are going to cut our paper. I absolutely love the cutter. This cutter is the best one I've ever used. And I've had a lot of cutters. I love this one because I can do more than one piece. And second, because you can do your scoring at the same time. Well, on the same thing. I went ahead and put my cutter down here at the bottom so that at 4 1/4, I could score my card. Oops, get that set here. And go ahead and burnish it with my bone folder. Make sure it sits nice. And then I have been working with some paper, from the Sweet Easter basket, which I'll show you here. I've been working with this paper, designer series paper, Pleasant Patterns. I absolutely love this. We did a couple cards with the green. And I'm going to kind of open this up so you can see both pages here. Easter Joy Sweet Collection. But you can purchase all these separately as well. And we've been working with the Pleasant Patterns 12 by 12 series paper. It's a little thicker, but it works with Pretty in Pink and Peach Pie and Shy Shamrock. Now, the Pretty in Pink is what we're going to be working with today, Eastery colors. And I also want to tell you that I've seen some cards done with the Peach Pie, which I'll show you both pages here. Let me see. With the pecan pie, that's the peach pie done with now if you do it with the pecan pie paper, cardstock, it looks fabulous. Maybe we'll do that next time. So this is the paper we're going to be working with today. It just screams Easter to me. So if you like to make your grandkids or your nieces and nephews Easter cards to put in their baskets, then this would be a nice, easy way to do that. So I'm going to pull up my cutter over here again. You know, we got our cardstock cut. And we are going to cut a piece of 4-inch wide, because, you know, this is going to be our middle or our first layer. Oops, go ahead and put that up there. And we are at 4 inches. I like to cut it at 4 inches because if you're making a few, then you've got 4 inch, 4 inch, 4 inch, that's 12 inch. So that's your 12 by 12. And then we're going to cut it at 5 1/4 because the card is cut at 5 1/2. We want a little border. Now we have enough for another one. So I'm going to go ahead and just cut that now. And that leaves you with, I think, let's see. Yeah, it's like that 1 1/2 inches. Another great 1 1/2 by 4. Another great way to do this is to cut these into, either cut them in half, and with your other, if you've got other blocks or something like that that match up with these pieces, then you could do an alternating, you know, one like this, one like that, you know, and it's just kind of, I'll have to show you that layout sometime. Maybe I will with what's remaining of these. I think that's a good idea. I know you probably don't know what the heck I'm talking about, but it's really cool, and we'll do it. I want to do everything now. That's me, though. So we're going to go ahead and glue this on the front because we're not going to glue anything there. So here we go. At this point, Mary and I had the same card made up. This is the first step that we both did. Because this, isn't that just so pretty? I mean, you could almost send this just as is. As you can see, the foily is really shiny. So it almost makes the perfect Easter card as is. But I decided that we are going to do I am going to use, oh, I should have done it beforehand. That's okay. We just won't do that then. I am going to we are going to use some Berry Burst ribbon. It's going to be one of our colors that we're going to do. And I have not opened this yet, so bear with me while I grab my take your pick tool and find the ending of this. There we go. So we're gonna, I thought that while it's a little dark, I thought it made a great, you know, color difference. And I like the colors together, purple and pink, which is what Berry Burst is, very close to a purple. And if you see the ribbon, it's got like a shiny, shiny edge to it. There we go. So that makes it really pretty. And what I want to do, we're going to set that aside for a second. And I'm going to cut a piece of our petal pink, or not petal pink, but our pretty in pink, with a Let me see here. And I know these are still in the catalog, the nature dies. But these will be going with the end of the catalog too, I do believe. We haven't gotten that list yet, but I am going to get that to you as soon as I can. And let's see here. Okay. I'm going to use my sentiment. I'm going to use my punch 2-inch circle punch. And let me go ahead and get that punched out. There we go. Got my white over here. We're just going to take and punch that out right here. And then I'm going to put it in my inside the sentiment. We're going to border it with the nature die. I've got the too big one. Let me see which one I want to use. Oh, choices. Guess we are going to use this one. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and bring this up. Bring up my cut and emboss machine. I'm going to put that on there. And let's go ahead and get this cut through. Oops. It goes through real nice and easy. There we go. I love these dies. These dies are fantastic. I hope the new catalog has a set of dies like this, because something like this, or with a pattern. And I'll be going to California in about 3 weeks. So that's going to be where there we go. See, that's going to be our sentiment. Well, we need to stamp that first. And since we're using Berry Burst, let's go ahead and use that for our sentiment as well. Grab that out, get that ink color. There we go. And we'll get our sentiments out here and see what fits on here today. Okay, I think we'll just use simple hello. I just absolutely love this. If you guys can get this, definitely get it at jlynwineal.stampinup.net. Let's see. Hello. Go ahead and get that stamped on. You know, maybe this card's going to be for a neighbor that's just moved in next to you, and you just want to say hello and welcome them to the neighborhood. There we go. And we are going to cut just a little bit of the ribbon because it's going to go behind. Let's see, I want it to go behind this, so I want to make sure that there's enough. There we go. Yeah, we'll have enough, and I'll trim off some. Let's go ahead and get this glued on here first. Oops. Of course, you see the reason I love these so much, these dies, is the border it creates. It gives a lot of texture, a lot of wonderful feel to it. And then we are going to loop this. And then we're going to take and put this on with some mini glue dots onto the back. So we're going to take and put just a couple of those in here on the back. And we'll go ahead and, there we go. See how I did that? I just glued those to the back. That way we've got the, except for I want to move that just a tad, the top. It's okay, because I want it to go more up like this. There we go. Hold on one second. I'm still not happy. There we go. And then we're going to trim it down here at the bottom. And then we're going to put this on Stampin' Dimensionals. Let me find my dimensionals. There they are. I use them all the time. So they're right by my side constantly. Because you can never have too many dimensionals. Yeah, I think this looks good, pretty centered. So we're just going to take and we're going to put those, anchor those down with some dimensionals too. Well, it's so much easier. I don't know why I don't do this more. There we go. I put 4 on the back. Oops, putting 4 on the back. Let me just get these other papers off. Oh, yeah, I got them. And then we're just going to take and pop that right up there, right about in the middle. And just let the paper and the ribbon shine on their own. And last but not least, let me grab my little snips because I haven't opened these up yet. The frosted iridescent dots. I thought those would be really pretty on this as well. You know, and sometimes I just wanted a little bit more bling. Not too much, but anybody have an idea what color, whether they want the, I'm debating because it's like, I love the green on there too. And the purple, you know me, I'm a purple girl. But I think the green is winning in my favor. Because it's like sending a flower without sending the flower. Okay, we'll do one here. And you can see how the iridescents pick up the other colors and almost make these are green, but they almost look blue. That's fantastic. There. I think that's very pretty. What do you guys think? Can you see yourself getting that in the mail or sending that to someone? Just a little brighten their day. Welcome to the neighborhood. Alrighty. Well, that is Tune In Tuesday, our simple card for spring. And I will get back with you guys, and you will see me post that sometime tonight about how to find me easy. And I can't wait for Saturday because we'll have Simply Saturday, and we'll do another fabulous card with, probably with this same cardstock 'cause, with the spring, there's a lot of stuff, in that Easter basket suite that is just absolutely stunning, and it's just so wonderful and so calming just to sit down and do something kind for someone, and I think I know exactly who I'm gonna send this to. Who will it be? You. Thank you. Have a wonderful day, and take today to be kind. Say something nice to someone unexpectedly, and let's share some love. Everybody needs a little love. All right. See you later. Have a good week.